like I explained to the guys earlier, going through the spring process, spring practices, and then going through fall camp, and you work so hard, to get to that moment to where you can finally play, first game of the season and go out there and have fun, and then to get injured and have to sit back and watch for a while. When I got out there versus Virginia, I can't even explain how I felt. I was literally overwhelmed with emotion. I was so hyped and so amped. I literally had to calm myself down when I was out there, and it's funny because normally I'm one of the guys that I don't say much before games because I'm very anxious because obviously I want to go out there, perform to the best of my ability. But this week, last week, it was just full go from morning to night until after the game. I was so hyped and amped. I was just excited to get out there to play again, play with my guys that I've been working with for the past year and a half.
How tough then, obviously, was those first few weeks where when it happens and then you can't play?
It's a little demoralizing, I would say, just because, like I said, you put in, so much work, and then, for the game to be taken away from you, not, intentionally. I mean, it was a football play. Things like that happen all the time. And I think I had to put that into perspective as far as me not feeling as demoralizing as it was. And also looking at, Cole. Cole had the same injury. And it wasn't brought to my attention at first because I didn't notice, because obviously when you first get injured, you're kind of still feeling sorry for yourself in, the moment kind of thing, and wondering what you're going to do, next. And Coach Alexander told me, he was like, well, on the bright side, it's been a week and Cole's already catching passes. So the whole time I'm just eyeing Cole. I'm like, wait, he's catching passes? Oh, wait, next week he's at practice? So I'm like, wait, this isn't going to take as long as I think it is. So it went quickly, the first 2 or 3 days from, being down and, just kind of upset to, wait, I'm not too far out here. If Cole's already catching passes and Cole's already, being acclimated to get back into practice and he's only a week and a half ahead of me, I was like, oh, I'm going to kill this rehab, this PT, and I'm going to be doing what Cole's doing in no time. So I was pretty excited. Cole motivated me through that process, whether he knows it or not.
You were talking about how hard you worked in the spring and in the fall. I think that's kind of when we saw you taking those steps. Did you feel like you were really kind of growing in your confidence in what you could do?
Yeah. And, the coaching staff, they just kept, giving me that confidence. And also, just going out there and having fun. I think my first few years I kind of took everything too serious. I was, worried about what the next guy was doing and not focused on myself and just playing the game. And so, obviously this time around, it was more focused on myself. My teammates were giving me confidence. The coaches were giving me confidence. I was, giving myself, a little bit of confidence, not too much to where I'm cocky. I'll never be cocky. I'm so shy when it comes to that stuff. But, and like I said, just having fun. Like, this is a game that I've been playing since I was yay high, and when I first started playing it, it was fun. And I got back to that, and I'm in that place now. So, yeah, it was a good time for me. It still is. So I'm excited.
A lot of the injuries that we saw earlier on in the season were on the offensive side of the ball, whether it was Cole or you or obviously Jafar in that first game. Mm-hmm. Just as you guys have kind of gotten each other, one guy gets back and another guy gets back. Jafar's going to come back in the next couple of weeks. Just do you guys see that as saying, hey, we definitely can, once we get our chance, we can, provide a little bit more explosion for this offense once we all get back?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's so much spoken. It's kind of like an understood, I would say. Me and Jafar talked about it a couple of times. I knew right away when Cole came back, he was going to be a force to be reckoned with. Look at the guy. Simple as that. Look at the guy. He's a freak. And then obviously Jafar. Jafar is explosive of a back as a player as I've ever seen. And then they'll have to speak on me. I don't really speak much for myself. I just told myself when I get back, I just have to come back, contribute any way I can, and just try to produce to the best of my ability.
Kind of bouncing off that, this week, it seemed that the run sort of got on track a little bit, especially in that second half. And, with the run game, the pass game, maybe getting on the same page, how close do you think you guys are to getting that complete game going forward as get into a little bit more of the season?
I think we're really close. We put in the work, day in and day out, I couldn't ask for a better group of guys to go to work with each and every day. Like you said, you kind of saw it in the second half, and we expect that of ourselves. And like I said, we go out there and we put in the work each and every day. So I feel like it's coming pretty soon. So.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.